The last 3 weeks, I have decided to put into practice just sitting down for 20 minutes and creating. At least 20 minutes. And for most days, it is just 20 minutes. It's a time where I can just shut my mind off, sit down, and just do what I know how to do. There's no plan. There's no final destination in mind. It's truly about just sitting down and creating. Some days I just work on techniques, and others I work on full-blown art pieces. And I may not finish them that day. I may return the next day and the day after. It's more so about sitting down and creating, not thinking so much, because when I have a tendency to think, and I'm guessing that some of you probably have the same thing, there's a lot of voices in there and a lot of opinions on what I should be doing, should be using, does this work with that? So this is about stripping everything down to the basics. It's about the essentials. It's about connecting and utilizing this time. Even though it's about practice and about creation, it's almost a little bit like art therapy for me, because I've been struggling. Massive creative block since I lost my mom in August. And that's a problem when you're a creator and an artist. So to move through that, to try to get back to that joy, which has become so elusive, I've needed to just, again, strip it down, go to the basics, and just practice the art of creation. And in that, a lot has happened for me. I've found newfound confidence. I have had moments of pure joy where it's been fun. I've actually enjoyed sitting down and creating. I even one day had a need to create, and that had been a long time since I had felt that. So if you're struggling with something like this, or even if you are just a brand new crafter or artist, I encourage you to take little moments. For me, I'm committing to showing up for the next 365 days for myself, to just practice. And I'm committing to do that regardless, because it's important that I am there for myself. It's important to take that time to heal. It's important to take that time to explore and to just experience the joy. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a full-blown piece. It can just be technique. The important thing is that you show up. The important thing is that you create and that you move forward. I had an opportunity to actually let my patrons recently in on the last week of this practice for myself. And it was a lot of fun. It was quite terrifying and very vulnerable for me because I did it live. I don't do a lot of lives, but I decided to show up in a live format. There was no plan. There was no final project in mind even. It was really more about connecting with what I was doing that day and really digging in, and a little bit of therapy for not just me, but I think them even, to just show them that you don't have to have a final plan. You don't have to know it all. Sometimes just showing up and sitting down and finding the joy in the moment, it's a powerful thing. We're ending our lives with a big canvas piece, and it was kind of something that was a spur of the moment thing for me. I decided to take some of my mom's treasures and put them into a piece of art. They are serving as the foundation of this piece of art. I still have a day to go, and I think, as a matter of fact, let me say that again. I know that it's going to be amazing. It's still in an ugly duckling phase, but it will get there. Of that, I'm confident. Every choice I made in this canvas is connected to my mom. This piece of artwork, it tells a story. And I don't think I would have gotten there had I not done this practice of 20 minutes every day. Like I said, there's a little bit of fear in there for me, but I think that by pushing through it, and I think that by showing up for myself, for them, but even more important, for the art. For me, that makes it all worth it. I'm 100% curious what you do for yourself when you're blocked, or maybe just on an everyday basis. Leave me a comment below. Tell me how you connect. Tell me how you use art as therapy for yourself. I would love to know. And if you want to come join the fun and see what I've been going through over the last week, be sure to click this link right here and come join all the fun.